Hey everyone, it's dmbleighton, Teen Librarian at the Turner Memorial Library in Presque Isle, Maine. And although I'm not here to present a video book talk, it is March 24th, 2010, which means it's also Ada Lovelace Day 2010. For those of you who aren't familiar, Ada Lovelace Day is a time to recognize and celebrate women working in the fields of science, engineering, and technology. So when it came time for me to select who I wanted to showcase this year, I've been thinking a lot about how libraries are working to integrate video games into their programming, and this often comes with a lot of questions about how books and video games can coexist in libraries. And what I often like to talk with people about is to look at video games in the way that they look at our concepts of stories and narrative, and also how gaming allows us to socialize and even bond with our friends, our family, or even strangers in a lot of cases. And so these video games can really become quite a resource for your local community or even on a global scale. So when I was looking at the fact that women are in all elements of game design at this point, whether it be design or programming or writing or marketing or whatever you want to look at, there's a lot of women that you could choose from to showcase. And I kept coming back to Jane McGonigal. And what Jane does is look at various elements, especially the emotional and social elements of the video game experience, and apply them to real-world situations. You know, typically when we think about what makes a good video game, some common things that may come up are it has good graphics, the AI is realistic, the camera tracks in such a way that I can see the full picture of what I'm looking at, but then again there are these social and emotional elements. We could enjoy a game because it's fun to play with our friends. We can enjoy a game because it presents a very particular set of problems that we have to find solutions for, and makes it in such a way that it is accessible, and we know that going into it, we know that technically we can beat this game, and when we do, we really feel like we've accomplished something. And sometimes people feel like this is a means to kind of escape from the real world. So what Jane McGonigal has done as a game developer is to take games that take all of these elements and say, can we use this as a means to allow people to collaborate on an issue such as the scarcity of fossil fuels, which she did through a game called World Without Oil, which is an alternate reality game, almost like a simulation, that presents a society where the scarcity of oil is a very immediate issue. So players come together and they collaborate and brainstorm and find very applicable real-world solutions for this problem, but within the boundaries of what can be very familiar for a gamer. So she's using it. She's used it in this way. She also has used these types of video games in marketing campaigns. For instance, she developed a video game that was sponsored by McDonald's around the time of the 2008 Beijing Summer Olympics, which again brought players together from around the world. I think there was about 7 different languages involved, and through very little direction, these players came together to solve various problems and kind of pick apart the story that had been presented. And she also did a similar game in preparation for the release of Microsoft's Halo 2 game. And so these are very effective marketing tools as well. So basically we're just looking at how video games can bring people together for this common cause. So, and even with all this is only kind of scratching the surface. She's definitely been making the rounds at the Game Developers Conference, and she recently provided a TED Talk this year on how to use all of these methods in video games to bring people together. And, this is a really innovative force and forces us to look at video games in a new way, in a very practical way. So this video is just an introduction to her work. If you go over to the library's team blog, which is located at turnerlibrary.ya.blogspot.com, you'll find much more information, plenty of videos, and links and different things that will allow you to really look at the full scope of her work. And if you're watching this and it's still March 24th, 2010, I encourage you to get out there, do a quick blog post, do a video blog, whatever it might be, to celebrate a woman involved in the fields of science, technology, or engineering. It might be somebody that you know personally. It might just be somebody that you admire, somebody whose work touches your life on a personal level each and every day. Pretty sure you can find somebody. So if you just take a moment and do that, it would be great. And that's about it. So I'll see you guys in a few days with a new Teen Book Talk, and I hope you have a good day. Thanks.